Let's get it, brother.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded at about the 9. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. That's where the offense will get going for the first time in this one. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, Mendoza. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mendoza now on 3rd down. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a first set of downs.
Mendoza to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st down, Raiders.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Matt Milano there to stop him.
At the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Mendoza. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 3rd down, they go with Genty.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Mendoza. He gets that complete to his tight end man. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And, of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game. So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra points by Gay is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll throw to begin with Chuck. Pass caught, and that's Tyson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So after surrendering that long touchdown drive to start the game, good start here for the offense with a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A run here with Achane. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. It was the rookie from Southern Cal in on the stop.
35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Well run with Achane. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And they'll get the football here as they bring it beyond their own 30.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
1st and 10, and here's Mendoza. Rolling right. He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers.
Mendoza's
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On 1st and 10, here's Shupp. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here is Achane. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Saints going to send out their new punter here in 2026. Here comes Ryan Wright. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mendoza. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left is Genty. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. He's got his man. That's Horton. They gained 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
1st down, Raiders.
Back to throw, Mendoza. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Here's Mendoza now on 2nd down. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mendoza. He'll take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And they are in for shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal at the 9-yard
A big play
line.
there for the Raiders. And even 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Again, Mendoza. That's to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's to his tight end, Juwan Johnson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That one out wide to Achane. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. On play action, it's Shuck. Exiting the pocket right. And he could have thrown it away. Instead, he does get positive yardage out of it. That's a pickup of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Shuck to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing is Shuck. To the sideline, it is intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run right here, and it's Genty. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On second down, here's Mendoza. He'll go up top with this one, and that is incomplete.
I I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
From the gun on third down, Mendoza throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
Mendoza's pass.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Vegas.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. In the air again, Mendoza. That's left side to Tucker. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We're back to New Orleans. After this, 3rd and 11 coming up. Mendoza to throw again. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Out of the gun, Mendoza. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So,
and now for a 2nd time, he loses the football. And fortunately, a Saint was able to get on it quick, so they're going to keep the ball.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any...
The problems continuing. He pumps it up again. And the Raiders up with it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
That one caught by Benson.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
That is taken in left side by Thornton. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, here's Mendoza. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
13 yards. First down, Raiders.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Saints.
Yeah, so the end of half situations, Mike, they're just so critical. Teams work on it all week long. You want to be great ending the second quarter and then, of course, come out strong to start the second half. And not only to turn the ball over and give the opponent a chance to possess the ball, but they don't even need to bring their offense out because they take it back for a touchdown. So they're going to go into halftime. That's going to be a huge, huge momentum shift. And we'll see if they can regroup here to start the third.
That's the score. Raiders 14, Saints 7.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. On the return is Dylan Laube, and he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A run, and it's Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Darian Porter in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This will be a second down and 6. On the carry, it's Achane. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Shuck. Now a screen set up for Achane. Down the sideline. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
36 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Laube now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Mendoza. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On the handoff, it's Harris. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. To throw on second down, it is Mendoza. Short throw, that's pulled in by Mayer. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 14, but it's now third down.
That's the throw. Mendoza. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. We'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Kept the play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him, and down he goes.
So everyone's going to focus in on that sack, and certainly it's a huge play, but it doesn't happen without the coverage on the back end. You could see the quarterback working through his progressions as quickly as he could. There was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Accelerating toward midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. First and 10, and here's Mendoza. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's Mendoza next on second down. That one caught by Tucker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Come to the line now for first down and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
On the ground, it's Kenty. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throwing is Mendoza. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Now it's Mendoza. Flush to his right, taking off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
First and 10, here's Shuck. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On second down, it's Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For his running back.
The Saints will punt this one away.
In punt formation for New Orleans.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Down throw for Mendoza. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air is Mendoza. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw is Mendoza. This is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Ellis.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
4-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throw left side, that's Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A gain of 26, and it sets up 1st and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Man, that's going to make things a little easier. Good yardage on the scramble, setting him up in much better position for this 3rd and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Shuck going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Jordan Tyson. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Saints have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down, and it is Tucker. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll get this forward to about the 33.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll go again with Tucker. He's inside the 35. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Not the way we're accustomed to seeing him hit these home run plays, Mike, but now you can tell they love getting him involved in the ground game. And this type of outcome, it's possible anytime he touches the ball, let alone how he gets it.
Mendoza to throw on first down. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. He'll spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9. On second down, here's Mendoza. After being burnt with the pick on the last drive, this time, smartly throwing it away.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They snap it to Mendoza. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. They'll take this forward for about 5. Bushes here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
For his running back.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To punt is right, kick is away, and this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mendoza. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Raiders.
Mendoza to throw again. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Again, Mendoza. That one caught by Benson. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Throwing again, it's Mendoza. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. The Saints have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
28. Raiders 14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts at the 13. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Mendoza. He'll let this one go deep. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson.